Welcome to Ish I Saw on TikTok. In this series, we look at TikToks and some stitched responses where something very prevalent in dating today is discussed. Then finally, I'll provide my commentary at the end of just me being myself, unfiltered and unadulterated. Hi, I'm Janelle, the relationship coach behind The Successful Invisible. I work with successful, savvy, wonderful, professional black women, single professional black women who are 35 plus and are seeking just better dating options and have no clue where to start. Check out my links below if you're interested in working with me one-on-one or in a group coach setting. The goal of exploring some of these TikToks is to spark discussion and help you to develop more awareness, including self-awareness, in some of the patterns you've either engaged in or allow in your own dating life. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
I said, don't be on the fucking stage. All right, I'm gonna let my pencils on there. Look, I'm just saying the support. I know everybody wants to support. I appreciate that. Everybody with the movement. But I got about 20 artists with me that's on this stage. If you did not rap or make a beat on this motherfucking stage, please get the fuck out the stage so we can come celebrate and put the show on the right way. If you just been good, then that's it. Y'all fuck it up. That's it. You see what I'm saying to me? I mean, I got it. Fuck this shit. See? Got cool shit. Oh, you really big old, man.
You leave it. That's what I'm saying. Fuck that shit. All these celebrity ass niggas swear that they are futuristic something. They got down when to stay on stage. So, ain't no futuristic something or nothing. Everybody swear that man from home. Big husband, big friend or some shit like that.
Again, I'm just waking up, scrolling TikTok, and I see some bullshit. Say hi to my baby first. But basically, I saw about Metro Boomin having the Futuristic Summer concert in Atlanta. Well, trying to have the Futuristic Summer concert in Atlanta. And basically, all he's asking is that people move off the stage unless they were a producer or featured on the album, on the project. And nobody moved. I know y'all niggas heard me, but nobody moved. So he left. He left the performance. He said, either y'all gonna move or I'ma move, but somebody getting the fuck out of here. But the part that's shocking me is the comments. Someone was like, well, I guess Metro Boomin's not really him, huh? Are you good? He's at his own concert. His own concert. Why are you trying to humble somebody at their own concert? Oh, it's because you feel like you're not important because you aren't. But no, they did not move from his concert at all. They were literally on the stage, a bunch of fucking nobodies on the stage, talking about, so I'm famous, I'm famous, I'm famous. Every Atlanta nigga think he famous. Y'all need to sit the fuck down for a second. But it's just this weirdest thing to me, because people were in the comments literally like, wow, it's supposed to be his event. He can't even get people to move. You motherfuckers are disrespectful. Disrespectful as fuck. What do you mean it's his event? He can't even get people to move. It's his event, so you shouldn't be doing shit. Like, you shouldn't be up on the stage acting like it's your event. You didn't pay a single dime. You're not getting paid to be there. Nobody know who the fuck you are. And you over here saying that, I'm sorry, there's a person looking in my window. Weirdo. But you're over here saying that he's not powerful enough to get him to do shit. It's his event. He shouldn't have to be powerful enough to get them to do shit. They should just do shit. Because now look at y'all. Y'all was expecting to hear something, be in a DJ set, experience a DJ set, and then he went the fuck home because y'all wanted to cut up. Because y'all wanted to act bigger than the program. Bigger than Metro Boomin. None of y'all niggas is bigger than Metro Boomin. That man has produced for so many motherfuckers, has made so many beats, has respect in the industry. nobody barely knows who the fuck any of y'all on that stage were. It's just sad because people ego be getting in the way. Ego, like, whenever he said, if you did not produce on the album or feature on the album, please get off the stage, everybody looking around like, you know damn well you ain't make shit on that album. Get the fuck off the stage. Everybody standing around like he can't be talking about me. He actually talking about all of y'all, actually. And since none of y'all act like you can hear, he left. I would have done the same thing. I would have left. I'd be like, okay, cool, bye. I got money. He got money. He has shows. He has royalties. He produces still. Like, that man is not sweating over one fucking performance. And y'all want to ruin shit because you want to feel big. You want to feel famous. You want to feel important. Weird behavior. Because I want to know what kind of fucking delusional self-confidence you have to sit there on a stage for Metro Boomin and not move because you think, I don't know, because you think you hotter than Metro Boomin? Like, you think you more in style of Metro Boomin? You think you popping more than Metro Boomin? I die. In Atlanta at that. Like, y'all really fucking wild. Really fucking wild. I wouldn't have been performing in that club again, period. Because the first time I tell everybody to get off the stage, that should be only the first time. Next thing, the security for the building should be pulling your asses the fuck off the stage. And just like Metro, if I don't see motherfuckers getting pulled off that motherfucking stage, I'm going. I'm leaving. Bye. I don't need this. Y'all asked me to come here. Just crazy weird behavior, though. Crazy weird behavior. I cannot believe it. People want to shoot themselves in the foot. It's like watching somebody get pulled off of a flight when they had every chance to de-escalate the thing. Y'all had every opportunity to see the set, and you just kept escalating. And now guess what? No fly list. No music list.
Oh, if you're from Atlanta, you probably already seen the whole thing with the Metro Boomin Futuristic Block Party event being canceled because these men are the new groupies. They were pushing the women out the way to get next to these rappers. I done watched so many videos of people with real accounts who was there post on this online about these men. It's hilarious to me. These men been weird. I've been saying that for a long time. I remember when back in the day when I would go to the club, I would genuinely have a good time. Something shift at some point. I can't put the time stamp on it, but something had shift because me and my girls, we went to the club. We saw men looking at us, checking us out, but nobody said anything to us. We, bought our food. We danced. We bought our drinks. We just enjoyed each other's company. As we were leaving the club, men was lined up like a pack of sardines in the corridor, trying to grab at us, talking about what you doing after this. Some guy tried to just grab my hand like he was trying to hold my hand. I slapped his hand. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I remember it like it was yesterday. That's why the security guards won't allow men to stand there no more, because they realized they were scaring the women. And if the women ain't coming to the club ain't making no money. So they like, you can't loiter here. But back in the time, there was a time when men would literally stand in the corridor waiting for women to leave so they could try to leave with these women. I've been saying something's wrong with the water. But to see that men was pushing the hoes out the way, trying to be around these rappers, and for Metro Boomin to say, hey, I paid for this event. If you didn't pay for this event, if you're not up here going to, you ain't produce a song, you didn't write an ad-lib, you're not performing, get off the stage. And them dudes just stood there. And one lady was like, oh, they think they celebrities. No, baby, they're groupies, clout chasers. They want to get next to the rapper. They want to get next to the rappers. And I know when he said, if y'all don't get off stage, I'm going to leave, they called his bluff. And when he left, they looked stupid, because I seen a clip with Lil Baby in there. I seen a clip with Young Dro. Somebody said Quavo was there, and there was 20 rappers total that was there that was going to perform that night for that block party. And them niggas ruined the night for everybody.
All I'm going to say is, I just think it's ironic
that when you go in, did you fart? Yeah. When you go into an event and it's predominantly males there, they're going to ruin the night. Okay? And I'm not going to lie to you. It be the black men. I hate to say it. It be us. It be us every fucking time. It be us.
That stuff that went down at Metro Boomin party in Atlanta is the reason why I stopped buying floor seats, being in the mosh pit a long time ago. Because when you go to these shows, you realize the men be the biggest groupies out of everybody in the building. I'm a big concert event goer. There have been times where I have been at an event and the men who are like, I'm 5'7", the men who are like 6'5" and above will literally stand in front of not only me but all the ladies, ignoring us when we say we can't see, as if me standing in front of you is going to prohibit you from seeing the artist. 2, there have been times where I've had floor seats and or like, you know, the floor standing area, and I'm close to the front, and when the artist comes out, I've had men push me to get to the front, like push me out the way to run to the stage. And mind you, these are not like feminine looking men. These are like hood, tall, masculine looking men. They really be the biggest groupies. I kid you not. So besides the fact that this is Atlanta and of course everybody here thinks they're a celebrity, it's also the fact that no, these be the biggest fangirls out of everything. If it was up to them, they'd be throwing their boxers on stage too.
Y'all, what's that one disease called where a person privately walks around like they're somebody when they're actually nobody, but they only act like they're somebody because they know somebody that's actually somebody? What's that called? I can't think of the name, but Atlanta got an outbreak.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
That's why they're not even doing it.
Niggas
right
is the new bitches, bro. Cause why the fuck was niggas goddamn pushing females to get in the building to see niggas and shit like that? Like niggas was really like pushing the hoes out the way, trying to get to the niggas. I was just like, damn, bro. Niggas are new bitches. I don't know, bro. And then like, yeah, niggas is bitches. I don't know.
And Metro Boomin said, if you not on this album, please get the fuck off the stage. And no fucking body moved. And then y'all say that us as women, we're being dramatic when we say, who gonna be the men, who gonna be the boys? And that y'all act like bitches. Y'all stood on that fucking stage like the groupie hoes that y'all are. How you ain't got enough, you got too much pride to tell a woman that you love her, but you ain't got enough pride to be embarrassed when that man is telling you to get the fuck off the stage and y'all sitting there looking around like, oh, he's not talking to me. He's not talking to me. Yes, the fuck he is. He said, I appreciate the support, but if you're not on the album, please move. And everybody stood still. Not a single bad bitch in sight on stage. Want to know why? Because there was no room. Because all the groupie men were taking up the fucking space. Y'all want to make sure y'all in on the blunts. You don't want to miss the drinks. You got to be on stage. You want to be seen. You have to be able to post your stories on Instagram and Snapchat. I hate you niggas. Have you no shame? Obviously not.
As a man, I just have to say, all y'all dudes at the Metro Boomin listening party, y'all embarrassed us, all of us men. Because why were y'all on stage when Metro said, get off the stage if you had no involvement on the album? The footage on that stage looked crazy, okay? Why is that stage 99.9% dudes and only 0.01% women? What is that ratio? The only people who should have been on that stage should have been Metro, whoever was performing, and all the fine women, okay? All the fine women should have been around any of the, like, you know, male performers. But y'all dudes were looking like hoes up there. Y'all were looking like such groupies. Now that right there, that is some real gay shit, okay? That's some gay shit. Y'all should have not been up there. That's ridiculous.
Be so quick to call a shorty a groupie or a fiend.
Quick question. Who are those men who constantly follow around rappers and they're not rappers themselves? They're not nothing. They don't do nothing. Their occupation is nothing. Literally a follow. You follow them around, sit in the clubs with them. Not even security. Not getting paid for nothing. It's like they on call everywhere this dude goes. Andre would hang around this rapper for years. Not getting paid. Just hanging off that man's coattail. And will use that man's name as a way in for every woman they are talked to. They will never ever forget to mention, oh, I hang out with such and such. Yeah, I can get you into this club and that club. Talking about women or groupies. Please look at your favorite rapper and his posse and let's ask their job occupation. As soon as that rapper is done with them, you could catch them in your nearest hood, nearest trench. They right back in the trenches. I'm not gonna lie, some of them be living a bad bitch lifestyle. No lies. They be getting flued out. Dinner paid for them at restaurants. And what else? Sometimes these rappers even be buying clothes for them. They the real sugar baby. Those are the well taken care of male groupies. I don't want to hear no more about shorties being the biggest groupies or fans or fiends. It be these dudes.
Let's jump into my favorite part of all of the content I post on YouTube, and that's just my thoughts, where I get to kind of express what I feel about whatever we have read or gone over. So let's get into it. All right, from all of these clips that about this instance that recently happened about Metro Boomin in Atlanta and him basically leaving his own event because people, just regular people, wouldn't clear the stage when asked, specifically men, it is very telling about something that women have been saying for years, especially Black women. I think we see it in a more pronounced way. Oftentimes when we go out, men are groupies for other men. And a lot of times the rage that comes from the everyday guy on the internet when he is commenting on a story about a woman engaging with a famous guy or, a rapper, an athlete, etc. And he's saying, well, she should be, grateful for this, that, and the third. It's because these men would self-sacrifice their respect and self-esteem and dignity and everything else to be in the presence of a man with money. And I don't think we really understand this mindset enough. It's scary when you see it. Like I said, I think the Metro Boomin thing was just a very recent example, but there is no bigger groupie to a man of means and money than another man. We see this often. It's dismissed and swept under the rug and oftentimes an undercurrent to the overall situation. But it is a jealousy that I believe lurks in the hearts and the minds of far too many men who have not done the work to stand and be proud in their own, masculinity, in their own manhood and who they are and what they're accomplishing and what they're bringing to this world. They instead are focused on the things that women can do and the gifts and there are privileges that women have and there are privileges that men have, of course, just because men will give women stuff because they're pretty, right? And there is a subset of men who are jealous of that and feel threatened by that, and they're mad at the women because they have that ability. Well, that's a gift of being a woman, okay? And there's nothing wrong with women walking in that part as part of their gift, and with men who of means being generous because a woman is pretty. There's nothing wrong with that. But instead of men really walking and growing and maturing in their own gifts and privileges, such as men are physically stronger than women as a whole, as a collective. We're not talking about individuals, but as a collective. There's a reason for that. They can more easily do things that women are not able to do. And instead of enjoying that and being proud in their privileges and their gifts that they've been given, they're busy being jealous of women. And that is why we see so many men are truly groupies. So when men are usually throwing the jabs about, women are gold diggers, women are this, and they talk down on women who are successful, especially women who are successful, getting with a man who is similarly aligned to them or even doing better, the men are so angry because they want to be in those positions. They want to be the baddies. And we see it, we dismiss it, and like I said, oftentimes it is a undercurrent or an undertone to an overarching story. I'll refer to something I posted last week with Slim Thug crashing out about Megan Thee Stallion and her dating Klay Thompson. Part of it is Slim Thug's entitlement as a man, but I think another part of it is he's jealous. He is jealous that Megan can go out and date a man who is so financially successful, right? and I think a lot of men grapple with that internally. Now, I'm not saying that men who want to be groupies for other men, it's a sexual orientation thing. It's not. They want to consume and subsume this role that is for women, okay? And a lot of it is also, I think, fueled by this incel red pill content that they constantly listen to on repeat. Of course, you know, Kevin Samuel in the black community being the grandfather of a lot of that content, or I should say the popularization of some of that content. But even I will give, you know, a few flowers for this. There are a lot of things in Kevin Samuel's content that encouraged men to be men as well, and told them that you can't be fat and slovenly and want, you know, a bad chick. Like, that doesn't go. You need to get yourself together. They miss that part. They just want to tell women what they're not. But when they refuse to work on themselves and be the best version of themselves, they then start listening to the you know, the other incel and red pill content creators that telling them that they're owed, they're entitled. So it's like a ego, it's a insecurity, it's a low self-esteem, and it comes out a lot of times as violence or anger towards women. So men want to be baddies. Men are the biggest groupies. And I think this Metro Boomin incident and in the Atlanta, you know, showcase was just a very recent example of how men truly are the biggest groupies and how they behave. Thank you for joining me today for this episode of Ish I Saw on TikTok. Men are the biggest groupies of other men. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. If you're ready to take your dating life to the next level and actually practice what we talk about here, I've created an exclusive space for my community on my Coffee subscription site. Inside, you'll get access to thoughtful, in-depth questions designed to help you reflect on your dating patterns, plus interactive activities that will sharpen your communication skills, boost your confidence, and help you set the kind of standards that attract the right partners. This isn't just content you watch, it's content you do so you can start dating smarter, not harder. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you'll find those links below as well. And don't forget to check out my podcast, The Successful Invisible, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Until next time, this is your relationship coach, Janelle, signing off.